How many, how many people do you think each person should be allowed to be cloned? How many clones of you should I be making or should have the allowance to be made?
Your voice is breaking
My
again,
voice
so
is breaking again. Okay.
it's
How
not
many
completely
people?
breaking, but it's like low then high, low then
Okay.
high.
How many people do you think each person should be allowed to be cloned?
How many people?
Yeah.
None.
Suppose,
I'm
am I
against
allowed to
person.
clone you once or twice or thrice or million times?
I think it should not happen for sake of the answer multiple times if your motto is
Okay.
good.
Okay. Why do you think it should not happen?
People can do many harmful things, nasty things.
If you're cloning someone who has already dead, who is already passed away, then why do you think it should not be happening?
I don't want to bother that person. I just let them rest
Okay,
in
so
peace.
if someone is a social worker, okay, or maybe a person who's very famous, who's very suppose Priyanka Chopra, she's doing great in her work, right? So if something happens to her, if you have a clone that after once she's not there with us, we will have another of Priyanka Chopra. Would you prefer that?
Yeah, if some social reform is there, and if that society is getting benefit from that clone,
Mm,
maybe.
okay. What kind of regulation should be followed in case of cloning, according to you?
First thing, it should be completely banned.
Okay. About cloning, that's the first rule, then there is no other rule, right? It is already done. There is
Automatically full stop.
yeah, okay.
And if somebody does something, that person should be behind the bar.
True, true. That is that is true for everyone, whether you're cloned or not.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you think the concept of cloning came up? What is the thought behind it?
It's a it's a mind from a devil's industry.
Hmm. Okay.
A
So
normal person
is it
cannot
what? Mhm.
can't think such things. Already
Okay.
population is increasing. Yeah, our
Uh,
country is moving from number one to on top in the world. We were behind China. China was the topmost in
yeah.
population. We were on second number. Now we are on first. So why to make clones and mess with this earth?
Okay. True. All right. Why is cloning such a controversial topic, according to you?
As I said earlier, it can harm to the to our country. If we apart from funny things, if we think seriously, it can harm our country, other countries as well. They can do anything like they were saying that China during COVID it came from China, or intentionally China has implanted that kind of thing. Or
Yeah.
one more thing I had heard that like not weapon attack, but biological attack kind of things, like
Hmm. Okay.
virus and some kind of
Mm-hmm.
things. So with the
Mm-hmm.
help of clone, it would be easy because people travel from country to country and they can do it very easily. We can spy on other country. We can
Other
send
countries, no? You can
other
spy on
countries.
other countries. Yeah. Mm.
We can spy on other country. Other country can spy on our country, and we can do many nasty things like political decisions. uh, when a PM is going to parliament, we can send clone and we can make wrong decisions, wrong press conferences, kind of thing. So yeah, it's harmful.
Okay. All right. Now, according to you, what are the some better ways to ensure immortality?
Immortality, I think it
The
would
the
be
concept. The concept behind clone was immortality, right? So you will not be able to leave the world. You will be living forever, right? So what is a better way to ensure immortality if it is not cloning? If it is not cloning,
Means you are saying that mortality.
I'm saying the basic idea behind cloning was immortality. So you will be living forever. Suppose I'm doing great and I'm doing this research which will help me to ensure that cancer will be cured, right? And I'm dead. So once I'm dead, I can have a clone that will go forward or move forward with my research because it's the same thing. That was the thought behind the cloning part. Immortality, a person who will never die. So according to you, if not cloning, then what are the best ways to ensure immortality?
Last
Tricky
few
question.
seconds I couldn't hear you. Last few seconds,
Okay.
like 30
What
seconds.
are some of the better ways to ensure immortality except for cloning?
Except for cloning. Immortality is not a good idea.
Mhm.
After we have our purpose in life, I think once we fulfill our purpose, we should leave this place and go in our journey. Maybe we will go somewhere else, or maybe reincarnation. We won't get that chance of reincarnation if we think that we will be immortal. So it's not a good idea.
Mhm.
So I don't want to make sure to be an immortal person.
So, do you think that only living, I mean, living in the sense breathing, is living? Do you think that you can live within somebody else's memory, or live with your art, or live with your work for a longer period of time?
I think our deeds, our legacy, our things which can contribute in society, we can live through this, like Swami Vivekananda is alive, then Abdul Kalam Azad is alive, many Jhansi Ki Rani is alive in the memory of people. This is a good
Yeah.
way of living.
Perfect. Right. All right. Thank you so much for telling me all those things, whatever you feel about cloning. The whole concept of cloning is not very clear to a lot of people, and this is something that is very controversial to talk about. We have somehow watched a lot of movies over cloning. Have you ever watched a movie over cloning?
I don't know, it was a movie of cloning or what. I'm not a movie person, I don't watch, but I think that Aishwarya and Chiranjeevi, not Chiranjeevi, that South
Uh,
actor,
yeah, that's robot you're talking about.
Chitti. So it
Yeah,
was
that's
kind,
robot.
it was kind
It's
of, means we can
it's
take it
a
as a
robot.
cloning as well.
Yeah, it looks like him, but it's a robot. It's not a
Ah.
person.
Then again, that Kareena and Shah Rukh, that
Oh,
movie
really?
was also there. That
I
song was
don't.
there, Chamak Chalo.
Yeah, that is also. I don't know what that concept is all about.
Because I
That's
haven't watched movie,
the
so I'm not sure about it.
that is yeah, that is raw one. Okay. Nobody ever talked about that movie ever too. Okay, interesting. All right. So thank you so much for sharing that. It was lovely talking to you. What are the some things? Your English is good. Your English is on a very good position right now. What I want you to work on a little bit in your preposition. Your preposition sometimes you miss it. So
Yeah.
preposition is something I want you to work on it. You make very silly mistakes that comes with everybody's speech. So that is something that we can easily ignore. If you're having a good rapport, if you're having a good fluency, then people will not notice. I'm a teacher, so I'm just noticing everything that I can. People will, will be having a normal conversation with you, they will not be noticing it. One thing you can work on is your vocabulary, right? So vocabulary is something that is every day it is increasing. Every day there is some word that is getting published, right? So this is something, if your English is good, if you're not making any mistakes in grammar or sentence formation or construction, you can definitely work on your vocabulary. Now, whenever we send you the session notes, there are a lot of vocabulary words that we send you with it. That is also about the topic. So, have you gone through those today with
Yeah,
the session?
I have just looked,
Look
not
through it.
thoroughly, but just overlooked.
Okay. So, rather than saying look through it, you can say I have skimmed through it. That is also one way of
Seen
saying
or
it.
overlooked?
Yeah. Overlooking is different than looking through it.
Glancing, it's
Overlooking
like
means you're
glancing.
missing it. Yeah, overlooking is missing it. Suppose if
Okay,
I say, that, oh, I overlooked it, that means you have not noticed it. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so that's another thing. All right, let's see if I can find a word. Like, what is the meaning of the word conspiracy theory according to you?
Conspiracy means somebody want to do something harmful or negative thing, they can make the plan against of somebody.
Okay. So whenever it is saying conspiracy theory, theory is not a plan. Theory is a belief. Maybe it is there, maybe it is not there. Okay. So theory cannot be something that is very, how would I say it, secured. You cannot have a security that yes, this is happening. You don't know. So it's a belief. So a belief that an event or a situation is a result of a secret plan, that is conspiracy. A secret plan made by some powerful people. So that's how conspiracy theories comes out. Yeah. So when the coronavirus was there, there when we were, suppose this is something that is made of by me, that all the digitalization of India that is happening right now, these are for our protection or the acquisition of knowledge of what we are doing on a daily basis. This can be a conspiracy theory, right? Because you don't know whether it is happening or not, but you can have it can happen. This is a belief
Yeah,
system that you have. All
yeah.
right. Okay. We have talked about philosophy. We have talked about a lot of
Okay,
ethics and
we
morals.
have only 3 minutes. I would love to rebook session with you, but please
Perfect.
change
Change your
headphones.
headphone. Change your headphone. Yes, I want to change my headphone.
Because
Yep.
what happens, your sound is not breaking, it's like
Going up and
it
down.
suddenly
Okay.
goes
So
up
is
and
it
so
is it is,
I
is it
cannot
because it's
interpret
moving?
what you are saying.
Can you hear
then
me
also
properly
then
now?
also happening then also happening
Then also happening? Oh, God knows what is happening now. Okay.
Change it.
Yeah, definitely need to change that. I would love it. Aha, yes, and that's how it's gonna be. The next day it will be different headphones, and I'm like, is it not the same one? Is it happening now, Sahil? You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, then again another headphone for the next day. Right.
Okay.
That's the goal right now. Okay. All right. So, what are the things we need to work on? First, vocabulary. I want you to work on it. Your English is great. I want you to work on vocabulary. It can be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it is here, it can be here with your vocabulary. So, vocabulary is one. Another thing, prepositions. Please look through the preposition part once in a while, or you can go through. There are loved talking, love the energy, love the personality, love the smile, love the mischievousness, loved it. Yeah, so that's something I really enjoyed. I
Okay,
loved
we
it.
will meet again.
Of course, definitely. And whenever we do, I'll try to change my headphone. Remember that.
Thank you, thank you. Bye, good night.
All right. Bye bye. Good night. You take care of yourself.